Want to protect yourself from coronavirus? Get more sleep. Seriously. I mean, obviously you also want to wash your hands frequently, avoid touching your face as much as possible, avoid international travel if you can, and, stay away from people who are coughing and sneezing and spewing all over the place. It's just common sense. But I mean, really, people, this sleep thing is so powerful. I'm Rena Hedeman, professional certified career and life coach and founder of Your Big Fun Life. Last week I explained how sleep affects your mental, emotional, and psychological health. Well, today I'm going to tell you how and why getting enough sleep strengthens your immune system, helps ward off disease, helps control your weight. You heard that right. Not getting enough sleep can actually lead to weight gain. I'll explain that in a few minutes. And I'm going to give you some excellent tips on how to actually get more sleep each night, how to fall asleep faster, and stay asleep. Okay, so as I mentioned in my last video, 2 years ago, I was having a lot of sleep issues. I'd wake up in the middle of the night and my mind would just be, just racing all over the place with all kinds of stuff. And I just couldn't get back to sleep. I know some of you know exactly what I'm talking about, or maybe for you it just takes you hours to actually fall asleep in the first place. It's so frustrating. Well, I read a fantastic book called Why We Sleep by Dr. Matthew Walker, and I started tracking my sleep, and I learned a ton. I had no idea that sleep does so much to heal our body and brain. If you want to know how sleep affects your stress levels and your psychological health, check out my last video where I explain what REM sleep is and why getting enough of REM sleep is so critical. NREM sleep is also critical, but for different reasons. So I'm talking about the physical today. NREM sleep includes both light sleep and deep sleep, and both are important, especially deep sleep, which is also known as slow wave or delta wave sleep. During NREM sleep, your muscles relax, your heart rate slows, and your body temperature decreases. This is when your body physically repairs itself and regenerates tissues, builds bone and muscle, and strengthens the immune system. So important. According to Dr. Walker, routinely sleeping less than 6 or even 7 hours a night severely weakens your immune system. So it's really, really important that we don't cut short these important phases of sleep. Our bodies seriously need them. Dr. Walker also says that inadequate sleep increases the likelihood of your coronary arteries becoming blocked and brittle, which in turn makes you more prone to cardiovascular disease, stroke, and congestive heart failure. Sounds fun, huh? Lack of sleep can kill you in other ways too. I mean, it's horrible, but every year, hundreds of thousands of car accidents are caused by drowsy driving. In the United States alone, one person dies in a traffic accident every hour because someone was driving while they were tired. In fact, drowsy driving causes more accidents than those caused by alcohol and drugs combined. And as if those weren't all bad enough, lack of sleep can contribute to weight gain too, even if you're trying to lose weight, as I mentioned before. You see, what happens is sleep reforms the body's metabolic state by fine-tuning the balance of insulin and glucose. Even slight reductions in sleep for just 1 week can disrupt blood sugar levels so much that you could be classified as pre-diabetic. Sleep also helps regulate our appetite. So maybe you've noticed that you're hungry when you're tired. Well, that's not a coincidence. It's because, according to Dr. Walker, getting too little sleep increases concentrations of a hormone that makes you feel hungry and suppresses a hormone that makes you feel like you've had enough. So even though you feel full, you still want to eat more. Oh, so maybe that's why we all get these late night urges to raid the fridge. So clearly, getting enough sleep is crucial in so many ways. And by the way, school-age children and teens need about 9.5 hours of sleep a night. Yeah, that's way more than my teens usually get. Most adults need between 5 and 9 hours of sleep each night, not just on weekends. Okay, so how can you get more sleep? Here are 8 solid tips. 1. Stick to a routine. Go to bed and wake up at around the same time each day. 2. Avoid caffeine if you possibly can and nicotine after around 2 p.m. or so. 3, avoid alcohol before bed. You might not know this, but alcohol causes your liver to work really hard. It requires special enzymes to break down the alcohol and then digest it. So that activity can cause you to wake up in the middle of the night, and then of course it's often really hard to get back to sleep. 4, don't exercise too late. You should exercise at least several hours before you plan on going to bed. 5, you know this one, avoid screen time after dinner. That blue light emitted from computer screens, laptops, and smartphones, and even your TV, it restrains the production of melatonin. And that's the hormone that controls your sleep and wake cycles, your circadian rhythm. Reducing melatonin makes it much harder to fall asleep and stay asleep. 6, relax before bed if you can. Try a warm bath, warm shower, reading, meditation, or another relaxing routine. 7, the scent of real lavender helps many people fall asleep. So try spraying lavender on your pillow, or using lavender essential oil in a diffuser, or even just a small sachet of lavender next to your bed might help. 8, take long, slow, deep breaths as soon as you lie down to go to bed. Slow, steady breathing helps relax the body and the mind. And here's a tip. If you find yourself unable to sleep, don't lie in bed awake. If you can't get to sleep, do something else, like reading or listening to relaxing music, until you feel tired. Or if too much is just whirling around in your head going crazy, just get up and get it all down in a big brain dump. Write it on paper. So often it's knowing that that's written down so that you won't forget about it tomorrow. That's often a great way to get all that garbage out of your mind and onto the paper. But if you try all these things and just nothing's working, go see your doctor if you're having trouble sleeping, or if you feel unusually tired during the day. Okay, that's it for today. If this has been helpful to you, please click that like button below and share this video with your friends. There are so many people who really are not getting the sleep that they need to feel great and to boost their immune system and stay in good physical and mental and psychological health. And most importantly, ward off disease and illness. If you missed my last video about how REM sleep takes care of your emotional and psychological well-being, you can catch that right here. And for more great videos on how to live a big fun life, please subscribe to my channel. I'm Coach Rena Hedeman, and I'm here to give you smart, simple ways to improve your life, do what you love, and live a big fun life. See you next time.